and we'll begin. Lovely to see you here. Welcome everyone to our Vital Yoga Zoom class. This morning's class will be like trying to gather together some of the various strands of yoga. Last term, we did some contemplation about the chakras, and that's, to me, is like a foundational principle that the point of our yoga practice is to clear the channels for the flow of energy so that, one, our body will be mobile and open to the flow of energy, but primarily to enhance our potential for spiritual growth. So we're going to sit upright in a chair to begin with, ideally without your back supported. So on the floor or in a chair, either way, it doesn't matter, as long as you're able to sit up tall. And we'll take our minds in turn to each of the chakra focus points. So they're called the kshetram. So the kshetram for the base chakra it's like we're sitting on it. We're sitting on the tip of our tail. So take your mind right down to that tip of the spine, Muladhara chakra. And take a breath in and out as though you're drawing energy, pranic energy, to the tip of your spine. And then just a little higher in the spine at the level of the pubis. So the pubis is the kshetram, the sort of attention point. The second chakra is Sahasrara. Sometimes it's called the sacral chakra. Just take a few breaths, focusing on that point slightly higher, but in the sacrum, Sahasrara. Even the sounds of the names of the chakras, they seem to be like a sort of mantra, a soothing repetition. So in your mind, or say out loud the name of the chakra, Sahasrara. And then coming up a little higher to the navel is the attention point, but the chakra is deeper in the spine at that level. And here we have Manipur chakra. That one, as you recall, relates to our sense of personal power, our fiery energy, our drive. Manipur. And if you like, you could place your hands on the center of your chest or one hand on the chest and think about the heart chakra, Anahata. When we come to Anahata, it seems as though we're really present, where our focus, our sense of ourself as presence, as heart, as love, is there at Anahata. And then to the base of the throat. So the front at the base is the attention point, but the chakra itself is at the back in the spine. This one, throat chakra or Vishuddha. Say it to yourself or mentally, Vishuddha. And at Vishuddha, we're sort of drawing together all our sensory capacity, our ability to convey our ideas and to interpret, hear and interpret the speech of others. And then bring your thumbs to the eyebrow center, Agya chakra. And we seem to travel inwardly. And at the same time to connect with the greater, the sort of universal aspect is revealed. And then just hover one hand above the crown of the head. Sahasrara. And Sahasrara represents, our potential for spiritual growth, wider possibilities, our, bringing our whole person, our whole human being into the context of we are spiritual beings. And then we'll go back down to the base chakra, Muladhara, and we'll imagine a flow. So as you breathe in, clearing the channels all the way up to Sahasrara. And as you breathe out, the energy flows back down to the base. So mentally creating an image of flowing prana. From the tip of your tail at the base chakra, slowly moving up through each chakra in turn to the crown. And as you exhale, that clearing prana flow moves down to the base. 2 more breaths like that. Pause and just staying in that sort of zone of internalization. We'll add an arm movement. So as you inhale, raise your arms up in a comfortable way. And as you exhale, palms facing down, bring your arms back down. And twice more. So at the pace of your own breath, inhaling and look up. And exhaling, look down. With the accompanying prana flow upwards and prana flowing downwards. Like we're clearing out, the channels are being brushed clean. And we'll do 3 more breaths, adding a mantra Om on the exhale. And then pause, just observe the effect. Let's do some side bending. So we'll work a little more on mobility. So exhale as you tip to one side. And maybe adding a lift of the arm, but working in a way that's comfortable for you. Perhaps you can bend a little further this time. And then we'll add some more energy, holding the breath in for 2 seconds. And let it go. And the same on this side. Inhale and hold the breath in. And then release. Hands to the shoulders, circling. So if your shoulders are difficult, keep the elbows lower. And again, hold the breath in and squeeze the elbows back and dropping down and coming forward. And then elbows back, hold the breath in. Do that one more time. Circle around and squeeze those shoulder blades, strong upper back. And drop down, relax. And just loosen with a couple of shrugs. And some slow head turns. Keeping the neck very relaxed. Soft in the top of the shoulders. And eyes are open. I'm watching a magpie walking around the back lawn. On this side, there's a print. I can see my print of, there's a circle and a palm tree and a red spiral. And out this side, there's a magpie pecking in the lawn. What can you see? And after that, we'll come to stand and do some more dynamic energy raising. So we're going to use, let me explain it. We'll be standing on our mat. We'll start with a couple of loosening Kati Chakrasan twists, and then we're going to make it much stronger. And the in-breath will be in 2 parts. We'll breathe in, and then breathe out, breathe out. So there'll be 2 parts to each mode of the breath. So come to your mat. So begin with some loose rotations. Standing up as tall as you can. So your sternum is lifting, shoulders dropping. Maybe one heel lifts from the ground. And then reach a bit higher. And then I'll show you the practice. This is called Hara power. So we're revving up our Manipur chakra, or Hara, the power center. And it'll be like this. We'll have our hands on shoulders, and we'll inhale to the left and inhale some more to the right. And then exhale, exhale, inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. Let's do that. You could exhale through the mouth if you wish. Inhale, inhale, ha, 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 ha. So it's quite vigorous, and each part of the breath has 2 steps to it. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. And we're going to say out loud, ha, on the exhale. Do a few more. In, ha, 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 ha. And then we change the mantra to rum. So rum is the seed sound, the bija mantra for Manipur chakra. So we're going to say rum, rum on the exhale. Go again. Rum, rum. Rum, rum. Rum, rum. Rum, rum. Rum, rum. And let it go. Give your shoulders a shrug. See how you feel. So that's like a revving up the power, the personal power at Manipur chakra. We did a lot of twisting and opened up our chest with some sustained breathing. And now take a breath in, lift your arms overhead and lift up the heels. And then lower the arms, soft knee bend, looking down. Rise up, heels up. Exhale, deeper knee bend. Keep going. Lift and squat. Making sure your feet are parallel. The knees come not past the toes. So take your bottom further back. We'll do one more inhalation and then say in the squat. In cactus arms, or hands linked behind the back. So look down to the floor, make sure your knees are not projecting beyond toes. Each time you exhale, pull in below the navel and the pelvic floor. And then lower the arms, reach back behind you, pull through and rise up. And then let it go. And I'll turn my view to speaker view. I should have done that before. Where are we? Come on, do something. Right. So standing, all the standing poses are very strengthening, good for our bones. Stand with your feet wider than hips. Inhale, reach up. And now right hand sliding down the left arm to under the collarbone and head turning right. And we're traveling along the lung meridian. Now left hand comes to the right chest, head looks left. Slide up overhead and take both arms behind, palms pressed together, fingers down, and a squat. And then arms reaching up overhead, squat, and bring your palms together in front of the chest. So rising up again, and the left hand sliding down to the right chest, and we're squatting. So maybe your toes are pointing out a little bit, like a horse stance. And now up overhead. Right hand slides down to the left chest. Head looks right. Squat. Inhale, tall, strong legs. Arms sweep behind the back, palms together. Look down and pull in below the navel and the pelvic floor. And then all the way up, look up. Down in front of your heart with a squat. Let's do all that again. So sweep around and overhead, sliding down the left arm, head looking right with your small squat. and reaching up. Sliding down the right arm, looking left. Squeeze the thigh muscles around the bones. Reach up. So each time you exhale, you're drawing the belly in. Now hands behind, firm below the navel and the pelvic floor. Then sweeping overhead. Come to the heart. And take your feet together, arms by your side. Take your right hand across to the left thigh and imagine there's a string. We're going to pull up the left thigh. Left arm out for balance. Come back down. Now take your left hand to your right thigh. Pull up the right knee. Right arm out for balance. And release. Go again. Right hand to left thigh. Drawing that knee up. Raise the arm. Gently back down. Left hand to right thigh. Firm the hip muscles. Give you strength and stability. Pull up that right knee. And let's go again. Slow, steady movements. Right hand to the left thigh. Pull it up. Open your chest. Tall and strong. And release. Now left hand to the right thigh. Oh, and let it go. Bring your hands back down. Onto the hips for circling. And after our 70 classes, Trish tells us we've done 70 Zoom sessions. My goodness. I believe that your powers of interoception are greatly developed. I'll try and find the link to an article in The Guardian, which is all about the value of interoception, from the Western medical viewpoint. So at last, Western medical science is catching up with what yogis understand about feeling inside and how that is a really powerful part of our health and well-being. Let's turn now to our Warrior One stance. We're going to use this Hara power, the personal strength and vigor at the navel. So step forward with your right. The left foot is slightly angled out. Going to inhale in 2 steps and exhale in 2 steps. So in, rum, in, rum. So we're bending the front knee in 2 steps and straightening in 2 steps. Let's try that again. In, exhale. So really emphatic about the upper back strength. Twice more. In, exhale. In, exhale. Relax your arms by your sides and then holding elbows at the back, slowly folding forwards. Your chest. Soften the front knee if that's helpful. Go deeper if you wish. Smooth breathings. Relax the neck. Bending the front knee gently. Unwind. Release the arms. Stand in Tadasana. Feel the comparison, right side and left side. So we're working with the same methodology, inhaling in 2 steps, exhaling in 2 steps. So on the inhale, we'll bend the front knee in 2 steps and straighten the on the exhale. So left foot forward. Strengthen the muscles in your back hip, the right hip. Begin with the hands on the chest and a Heart chakra. Energized. And inhale, inhale, rum. Inhale forward, inhale all the way up, and exhale. So inhale, pull in below the navel and the pelvic floor. 2 more like that. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Relax your arms down by your sides. Then holding elbows at the back. Smoothly, slowly. Fold your chest downwards. Go as deeply as you wish. Or bring your hands to the seat of the chair. Relax the neck. And then bending the front knee, unwind. Come back to Tadasana. Steady mountain. The sensations, left side, right side. And step your feet wider than shoulders, feet parallel. Inhale, raise the arms, turn the palms up. Lift up the sternum. And exhale, wrap your left hand behind, take your right hand towards the right ankle. And inhale, lift, turn the palms up. Exhale, left hand towards the right. Right hand behind the back. Slowly, strong legs. Keep your thighs and glutes very firm. Softening on the exhale. Firming on the inhale. Thighs and glutes. And then lengthening and softening. Inhale, roll the palms up. The whole arm is rotated. Exhale. Inhale, rolling up. Exhale, folding down. Last one, rolling up. And then overhead, touch the backs of the hands together. And then palms together, thumbs at Agya Chakra. Lower the arms, turn the right foot out, 90 degrees about. Raise the arms, tip to the right. Left arm lifts, or keep it on the hip if that suits you better. Few breaths here. And then firm the belly, lift. Come back to the heart chakra. Think about the position of your feet. Would it be helpful to make any adjustment? I'm going to swing my left heel out a bit. Look down, make sure that my right foot is facing along the line of the mat. So I've turned my hip around towards rotation to the right. And this time our pose will feel more a sense of ease, tipping to that right side, left arm raised, or you could take it beyond if you wish, or keep the hand on the hip if that suits you better. Stay for a few breaths. And lift. Hands come back to the heart. Turn both feet now so they're parallel and fold down, massaging the backs of the legs as you ease your way back to symmetry. And then inhale, lift up once again. And begin with your right foot pointing forward. Turn your left foot out. So we're experimenting with the position of the hips to get the sense of how that feels, and then how we might improve the ease in our Trikonasana. Inhale, lift the arms, lift the sternum, very tall, strong around the legs and the glutes. And tip to the side, to the left. Choose the position of your right arm. Feel the effect when you choose different arm positions. And lift, arms level. Exhale back to the heart. And then since my right hip wasn't quite comfortable, I'm going to angle my heel outwards. So my toes are pointing a little towards the left. And that brings the hip around in the direction that my trunk is going to move. Let's go again. Inhale, raise the arms. Take a breath in and lift the sternum. Lift up through the crown. And then tip to the left. Maybe your right arm is behind on your hip or reaching up to the sky or angling beyond, creating very dynamic shape. Couple of breaths, holding firm around the legs and the hips. Soften, lift upright, hands together above Anahata chakra. Turn both of your feet so they're parallel and take a forward bend. Massaging the legs down into a deep forward bend. And take yourself down to hands and knees, tabletop position. And we'll do some hip circles. And let the whole spine, the lumbar spine, the thoracic spine, the cervical spine, every part is involved in this undulating movement. And then we'll come with shoulders above wrists, hips above knees. So pad your knees if you need some support for knees. And then inhale, look to the front. Exhale, tuck the chin to the chest, arch the spine, and sink back slowly down to child pose. Once again, drawing forward, tail lifts, look to the front, and then exhale, reaching up high through the lumbar and sinking back long. Go as far as is comfortable. And then next time, we're going to move the right knee back a fraction, maybe just the width of your knee. It's no more than 10 centimeters. So it's behind the line of the left knee. And go again. Inhale. Bring your chest forward, looking out to the front. Exhale. Pull up the belly and slowly drop back. Feel the extra lengthening on the right side. When you're ready, come forward again, and we'll do that one more time. So firm the abdomen. Make your hands into a little tent. So your fingertips are on the floor, palms lifted, and dropping back towards the heels. And come forward. Bring your right knee back under the hip joint and shift the left knee back a little. Inhale. Chest draws forward. Exhale. Pull up the belly. Hands making a tent. And sinking slowly back. Draw forward again. Inhale. Take your time. Sinking back. Feel the lengthening on the left side. And then make your way to lie on your back. Pause there for a few moments. Find the neutral position. Maybe feet wider than hips, so your knees lean in and support one another, like a stack of cards. No effort. And then we'll practice a Parnasana. So hands over knees, fingers pointing to the toes. And exhale. Draw in. And inhale. Arms straighten. Knees move away. Exhale. Draw in. Inhale, straighten. Twice more. Take your time and pause in that pulling in action to sense the lengthening around the top of the pelvis. And inhale, little arching off the floor. Exhale, pull in. And release the feet to the floor, arms by sides. adjust so your upper back and your neck are comfortable. And then one at a time, lift your foot from the floor and the other foot from the floor. And we're going to exhale, tap the feet to the floor, inhale, lift. Exhale, firm the belly, tap down and inhale, lift. Exhale, tap, inhale, lift. One more. Exhale, tap the feet on the floor, inhale, lift. And then both feet up to the ceiling, stretch the arms behind. And then inhale, hug the knees, lift the shoulders. Inhale, feet to the ceiling, stretch behind. So whole spine long, whole back line long. Exhale, hug in and lift the chest. And then slide the right leg out. Hold your left hand around the right knee and right arm stretching back. So opposite limbs in extension. And then we'll change sides. So right hand is going to hold the left knee while you stretch out long. Right leg, left arm. Let's do that again. Left arm long, right arm long. And draw back to hold. Now, right leg presses out, left arm stretches away. And bring them back. And rock the knees from side to side. And turn it into a spiraling action of wash rag. The spiral through the whole length of your spine. And you could mentally make your way up through the chakras. So as your knees rotate over, focus on Muladhara, Sahasrara, Manipur, the heart center, the throat, the eyebrow center, the crown. And release. And go again. So as your knees tip over, focus on Muladhara in the sacrum, the navel, Manipur, heart center, throat, third eye, and crown. And come back and just lie in a neutral resting position and trace the position, trace the flow of pranic energy from tip of your tail, Muladhara, Sahasrara, the sacrum, Manipur, the navel, Anahata, throat center, Vishuddhi, third eye, and crown chakra. So your awareness slowly traveling up the spine, clearing the channels with the aim of clearing the central channel, Shushumna. So as you inhale, visualize energy flowing up towards the crown. And as you exhale, flowing back down to the base of the spine. And do it once again. I shall name each of the chakras. Breathe in Muladhara, Sahasrara, Manipur, Anahata, Vishuddhi, Agya, Sahasrara. And draw down from Sahasrara at the crown, Agya, Vishuddha, Anahata, Manipur, Svadhisthana, Muladhara. So slow breaths. We'll do that one more time. From the base, Muladhara, Svadhisthana, Manipur, Anahata, Vishuddha, Agya, Sahasrara at the crown. And then trace the path back down, starting at Sahasrara, the crown, third eye, Agya, Vishuddha, throat, Anahata, Manipur, Svadhisthana, the sacrum, and Muladhara, the tip of the spine. Visualize clear flowing channels. The nadis are open to allow the movement of energy, of information, of clarity, of vitality. And then please make your way into Shavasana. So if you need to be a little warmer, set up with your head supported. Lying very straight. Awareness inside on the sense, the feelings, the connectivity to your inner self. And recognize what has changed for you over the course of our practice. Take your attention on a wider scale. Understand the direction of change that is going on for you. While we've been Zooming over 2 years, over 70 classes, maybe there's a sense of a progression, a growth. Parts of you are now stronger. Hopefully not only physically stronger, mentally and emotionally more grounded. Having a stronger sense of yourself, your needs, your aims. and a certain understanding of traveling in the right direction, traveling in the direction that is in tune with your goals. Take your awareness to your innermost self and the sense of connecting with something higher, something beyond yourself. That little spark of spirit, spark of divinity, spark of connection with something universal. Now it's time to gently make your breath stronger, or of course you can continue to rest and enjoy a long Shavasana. But if you're ready to move around a bit, do some knee rolling, some stretching. So when you're ready, stretch out and then roll over. Come to sit. As you know, over the years, I've been collecting my little journal of quotes and prayers and meditations. And I was at a bit of a loss how to best finalize our little Zoom session. And I thought we should chant 3 Oms, quietly closing our eyes and listening inside. And then after our 3 Oms, we'll open our eyes and emerge and prepare to go forwards. So bring your palms together. We shall slowly chant 3 Oms. Thank you, Ilsa.
I'm good. How are you?
Sit up tall and close your eyes and chant 3 times.
Yeah.
Om.
Yes, please. Okay, then.
Listen inside to your own heart sound. And then open your eyes and think about your way forward. And I'll read to you a little prayer, a contemporary prayer, fairly contemporary, from Michael Lunick. God, help us to change ourselves and to change our world, to know the need for it, to undertake the journey without understanding the destination, the art of gentle revolution. So it could be a personal revolution, the need to change, the need to continue to grow, to undertake that, putting one step in front of the other. It may be on a wider sphere of contributing to change in the world in some positive way. So I invite you, I encourage you to continue your yoga practice, which will, have so many benefits on many different levels, and take that step towards gentle revolution. Continue moving in the direction of positive change. Thank you for sharing our Zoom classes. It's been a privilege and a source of great, lots of emotions go through my head when I think this is the end of Zooming. I have really enjoyed our interactions. I've especially enjoyed our little chats at the end. And it won't be the end of our connection. Already Helen Swan is saying we're going to have a morning tea at her house. So expect some news on that front when Helen's back at the end of this month. And we'll maintain our connection that originated through yoga. So thank you, everyone. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Om Shanti and peace to all. I'll end the recording and we can chat.